When a cartoon triggers headlines, legal threats, and a royal PR disaster, you know it's not just comedy anymore. South Park has mocked politicians, celebrities, religions, and survived every backlash. But when they turned their satirical sights on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in the worldwide privacy tour, it hit differently. Because this wasn't just a roast, it was a cultural gut check, and what followed wasn't outrage from the public. It was a full-blown meltdown from Meghan Markle herself. South Park aired an episode called The Worldwide Privacy Tour. In classic South Park fashion, the characters were exaggerated, but barely. A royal couple, clearly modeled after Harry and Meghan, launched a global campaign to demand privacy.
I nearly entered rehab yesterday. That is the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen on television in my life.
By appearing on talk shows, writing books, and touring the world with signs that literally said, "We want privacy." In the episode, the Meghan-like character, named Maxilla, who yells, cries, storms through towns, and declares, "That's totally me. Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim." And the kicker? A Canadian talk show host finally says what many viewers had probably been thinking for years.
America now, and we don't give a shit about you. You're not our prince. You'll never be king. We hate your wife. Stay at home in your $29 million mansion, all right?
What made the episode so brutal wasn't just the parody, it was how accurate it felt to many. South Park held up a mirror to the contradiction in Meghan and Harry's public image. The demand for privacy while doing interviews, documentaries, and public appearances that keep them front and center in the media cycle. Within days of the episode airing, headlines exploded. Reports surfaced that Meghan Markle was upset, overwhelmed, and even exploring legal options against the show. One royal commentator claimed sources close to Meghan suggest she found the episode humiliating and felt personally attacked. Some reports even allege that she was demanding the episode be pulled, banned from airing, and citing its portrayal as offensive and damaging.
As I said, they're very wealthy. He's been handed everything he has on a platter. You know, they're literal royals. They're living in a multi-million-pound house in Southern California. I mean, really, what grievances do you have that most people can relate with? Can't sue a cartoon. It's satire. It is what it is. South Park has done episodes on the royal family, on the royal wedding of Kate and William, for instance. So it's not something that they would be able to sue about. And I genuinely just don't believe it, really.
Now, let's be clear. None of these claims have been officially confirmed. But as rumors swirled, Meghan and Harry's silence only fueled speculation. What we do know: South Park didn't retract, they didn't apologize, they didn't even blink. While Trey Parker and Matt Stone haven't responded directly to Meghan, they did recently appear on the Basic podcast, and their comments said everything without saying anything. They joked about being sued so many times they've lost count, about always being labeled offensive or crossing the line, about never backing down when their satire gets heat. This isn't new for them. In 2005, they took on Tom Cruise in Scientology, and Hollywood panicked. Studios pulled the episode, lawyers got involved, and Parker and Stone, they doubled down. That same energy is here now. As far as they're concerned, if you're in the spotlight, you're fair game. And Meghan Markle, just another name in a long list of celebrities who thought they were above satire. So, why did this South Park episode land so hard? Why did it stir up so much outrage, especially from Meghan? Because it tapped into a growing public frustration.
These two are not sincere people. They say that they want their privacy while going on every television show, writing books, doing 6 hours of Netflix. They're not very likable, and people are tired of them.
For years, Harry and Meghan have positioned themselves as victims of the monarchy, of the media, of public opinion. And maybe that was justified at one point, but over time, their media strategy shifted. They weren't stepping back, they were stepping up, producing a Netflix docuseries, publishing a best-selling memoir, giving Oprah interviews, signing Spotify deals, all while claiming to seek privacy. The hypocrisy wasn't subtle, and South Park didn't invent it. They just put it in a cartoon and hit play.
Meghan ruined Harry. Now that the once carefree, fun-loving prince has turned into a miserable moaner, lashing out from the depths of his paranoia at a world he thinks is conspiring against him.
If you think about it, Meghan got everything she wanted. She got the husband, she got the children, she got the HRH, she got everything that allowed her to rise up and to have that global recognition that we know how badly she wanted that.
Let's talk about Maxilla. the animated Meghan stand-in. In the episode, Maxilla is over-the-top, loud, demanding, and always angry at how people see her. She cries about being misunderstood while going on a press tour to change public opinion. It's more than a parody, it's a metaphor for a public figure obsessed with controlling their image but unable to accept any criticism. And the cooking scenes. Yeah, that wasn't just humor. It was a jab at Meghan's real-life Netflix show, which critics slammed as shallow and staged. South Park painted her as a toxic chef, someone cooking chaos in the kitchen of public opinion. And it hit a nerve, because for many viewers, it felt true. There was a time when Meghan's story, when outsider joining the royal family, facing press attacks, experiencing mental health struggles, earned global sympathy. But over time, things changed. The tone shifted. Viewers started asking questions. Why do you need a 6-part Netflix series to step away from the spotlight? Why does a memoir air family drama while demanding respect? Why silence comedians when you've used every media outlet to tell your own version? South Park didn't create that skepticism, it just reflected it. Brutally, honestly, and with zero apologies. If Meghan truly did attempt to ban the episode, it was a critical mistake. Because in today's internet culture, trying to suppress something only makes it spread faster. It's the Streisand effect in full swing. Try to hide it, and you guarantee more people will see it. And let's face it, trying to cancel satire never ends well. Especially not when it's a cartoon that's taken down presidents, celebrities, and global religions without flinching. South Park wasn't shaken, they were laughing. So what does this mean for Meghan Markle's brand? For years, she's presented herself as polished, progressive, powerful, a humanitarian, a feminist, a mother on a mission. But the South Park episode stripped all of that away. It held up a mirror, and what it reflected wasn't royalty. It was reality. A public figure so obsessed with perception that she tried to control the one thing she couldn't, a cartoon. And that's the most damaging part, not the satire, not the jokes, but her inability to laugh, to shrug it off, or to engage with it publicly in a confident way. Instead, her silence felt like a scream. In the end, Meghan Markle wasn't taken down by South Park. She was taken down by her own reaction. The Maxilla character may have been ridiculous, but trying to silence it only made her look worse. Fragile, controlling, entitled. And now, the internet isn't laughing at the episode anymore. They're laughing at the fallout. Because in trying to control the narrative, Meghan gave it away. She turned a cartoon joke into a full-blown crisis. And whether she likes it or not, the damage is done. So what do you think? Did South Park go too far? Or did they just say what millions were already thinking? Is this the beginning of the end for Meghan's media strategy? Or just another chapter in a royal soap opera that never seems to end? Let us know in the comments. And if you're into smart commentary and unapologetic breakdowns, don't forget to subscribe because we're just getting started.